Hello, 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 hello everyone. Hello. Why is it not going live? Why is it not going live? Hello everyone. Hi. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've had a rough morning. I woke up late, and so I've been scrambling to get things ready. Sorry it took me so long to start the stream, but hello. Hi. Should have put even more alarms on. Put more alarms on. You know what I've learned? You know what I've learned? You can't depend on your partner to wake you up! Now he's put me in a bad mood. I mean, I would have to wake him up, and I would have to do everything for him, but not the other way around. That's not how it works. At least I have energy drinks. Get me through. But today we're doing Hytale. Let's jump in. We're doing Hytale today. Yay! Probably going to be doing a lot of clearing blocks, which is going to be very, very soothing. Soothing is the word I want to use today. Soothing. Gonna move my mic over here. Move my mic over there. I might turn the fan on at some point because it may get hot, but I don't think it is going to get hot today, which is going to be nice. Wow. And this only took 10 days to clear out, would you believe? Took 10 days. As you can see, there's like a trench down there. A very, very wide trench. No, it's actually not too wide. But this trench goes all the way around. Yeah. Oh, what happened there? We got one piece. But yes, trying to make the trench go all the way around so we can clear everything. Because this is going to be the bottom. Like, this is going to be the very final flooring. And then once we've shelled out all of this, I can start putting on the layers. I know that seems stupid. You're taking everything out just to put stuff back, but I won't be putting back the same stuff. I'll be putting back ashen soil and ashen sand and, you know, those kinds of things. So it won't be exactly the same. And we are going to be doing layers of layers of grass and layers of farming as well. So yeah, taking this is all we got done in 10 days. I mean, I want to say it's all we got done, but it's actually quite a lot for 10 days. Just means they're probably going to take another 10 days to get stuff done. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how long things take. This is Hytale. Hytale is it's unpredictable beast. It's not like Minecraft where I know this is probably going to take this amount of days. No. That's not how it works here. That's not how it works here. We do need to repair our tools, though. We need to make them look shiny. Shiny and brand new. What do I need for tool replacement? Linen, iron, and some leather. Oh, just jump down. No, let me up. I can't wait till I fix ladders. It's in the next update. It's in the next update, I promise. Well, for you guys, it'll already exist, but for people watching this ages from now, you already have it. It was sitting there going, those were the days. Well, those are my days right now. Lucky people from the future. Was there a zombie apocalypse? People from the future? Are we all dead? Are we all screwed? Oh. I'm really concerned about that, you know? It's an actual concern I have, you know? A bioweapon destroying everyone and everything. It's an eventuality. It's an eventuality. Okay, so we do have a shovel. Yeah, we're good. Whee, sploosh. So this is the ashen sand. This is the ashen sand, the light gray one. I probably showed you like multiple times, but I like the fact that there's different kinds of sand. Like, yeah, in Minecraft they had red sand, but I've don't think I've ever used red sand for anything. You know what? I'm gonna dedicate myself to using red sand for something in Minecraft. I don't know what, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it. Maybe I should do a desert area at some point, because I've never done desert kind of areas in Minecraft builds yet. So how should I do this? Where should I start clearing out first? Ooh. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot it's like a sunroof. And let me just stop that. There we go. So what what I wanted to do was completely cover this area, clear it up. Oh, I have to fix up there now. Keep finding holes. I don't know why. Why did I not see them before? Was I just not paying attention? But yeah, my point is to clear everything up, clean everything up on the sides and stuff, and then the terraforming, which I want to completely destroy all of this. Like, all of it. All of it has to go. It's just going to take ages. I know it's going to take multiple days. Like, probably 100 days in itself. But since we're not doing 100 days typical anymore, we're doing projects. You know, if that's how long it's going to take to get this done, that's how long it's going to take to get done. Just in my opinion. Because we've already done 100 days. We already did 100 days. We built the pavilion and we built pagodas, and that was all great. But now that we've hit past that point, I usually go, each episode that I'm going to make is going to be based on projects. So this project is what I guess what I call a clearing project, a terraforming project. So the episode will be about terraforming. Which may not sound very exciting, I get that, but like, you know, it has to be done. It has to. Like, that with mega builds, there is always a point where terraforming is important. You've seen those builds. You've seen like Hermitcraft, where they're beautiful terrains and custom design biomes. That's what happens in every world. Yeah. No, not everyone does that, and I don't think everyone needs to do that. Some people work with the terrain that's already there. You know, they already have a beautiful area. They're like, I'm not going to change this too much. When life gives you lemons. I am very happy that you break one piece of gravel below, and it breaks all the gravel and sand above as well. It's so useful. It's so useful. Actually, yeah, I should probably check quickly. So I've got to check the actual Hytale episodes. So I've been trying to make like backlog of episodes lately. I have so much to work through editing wise. It's a lot. That's a lot. No, not 11. I think we're up to 12. Yeah, technically we're up to day 131. Technically. And I've got to start marking down how many days we spend clearing stuff out. It would also be nice just to know, you know? It's always you make a prediction. I'm like, it's probably going to take me till the next 100 days. So my prediction is I will hit day 200 and then we'll be finished just the terraforming. But this is going to be my committed forever world kind of thing, you know? This is the first world I started with, so why not make it the forever world? There will be worlds for like hardcore, there will be worlds for skyblock, and just to let you know, I've got one block Skyblock, hardcore, modded, and I'm even considering bringing my choose your own adventure stuff to Hytale. It's gonna be a lot harder to do, like, on my end, but it could work. And as usual, it'll take a very long time to do, but in Minecraft, there doesn't seem to be many choose your own adventure, like, peoples. I've looked it up, and some people, like, a big YouTuber has done it before, and I'm like, I can't even find their series when I look up choose your own adventure Minecraft. So yeah, it's a niche that isn't done very much at all. I've seen 3 choose your own adventures. Though I feel like it's also because it's just hard to do. It's very hard with very little payoff, but I enjoy it. I like the idea of what if. Hey, Haley! How have you been? We're doing a nice peaceful clearing episode of stream today. Clearing stuff away. You're good? Good to hear. Everything's good where you are? Everyone's good? No one's died? Okay, probably shouldn't joke about that. One time someone's gonna be like, well, I did just come from a funeral, and I'll be like, oh. But no, I'm glad to hear you're good. Haley, I'm sure you might have noticed. Remember last time when we played Palia, I said I'd put the... I'm just going to go edit the episode and then put it out. I completely forgot for like 2 days. And then when I went to go grab the Palia footage, it was gone. I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea what happened to the Palia footage. I don't know. It's like it never existed. So I had to go in and download the live stream, and then it's for some reason this live stream wasn't download wasn't working, so I had to go get a third party software thing to download it, and then it started working, and then I had to edit 3 hours of content and move it around because I don't do things in order, so I had to move it all into the right order. And yeah, it took me 2 days just to do the Palia video. So that's why it's so late. It's like 8 days late. Although in saying that, we did only record it 2 days after it came out. So technically, I only took 6 days. 6 days to make one video. But yeah, I've got Disney Dreamlight Valley on the list of streaming stuff. I swapped it over for Voyages of Nera. We can start Voyages of Nera another time. Voyages of Nera we haven't started yet. It's a new game for me that I really wanted to check out. But we're going to do the Disney Dreamlight Valley Lady and the Tramp stuff first. So we'll do that instead. Yeah, I think that's in, is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. We're doing Dreamlight Valley. I'm excited. I like Lady and the Tramp. That's why the lady's a tramp. I haven't played much Disney Dreamlight Valley lately. You haven't played them yet? Yeah. Look, when Hercules is a thing, I'll be all over it. We are going to get Pluto. Aww. About time. About time, you know? We've had the Mickey gang for so long. And no Pluto. But no, I've been so distracted with Minecraft, Hytale, and getting the new games up and ready. Because obviously we're now swapping over to new games. We've swapped over to Big Farm Story, which I surprisingly like. I wasn't too sure how Big Farm Story was going to go, but I actually like it. We're almost done Luma Island. We've probably got 2 more episodes of 2 more streams of Luma Island, maybe even just 1 stream of Luma Island, which is crazy. Kind of like, oh no. Also, I've got a whole bunch of new games planned because you guys voted. Yes, people on the lives, who don't know and live stream. Basically on the Discord, I put out asking if you're interested in certain games, and you guys vote. And whatever gets the most votes or most positive votes, I usually end up putting in the circulation of the live stream. So, Voyages of Nera, Big Farm Story won. Big Farm Story had the most votes / most positive votes. And Voyages of Nera came second, I believe. So those are the next 2. I'm excited about both of them, you know? Once I find out what quests you will need, I'll let you know. I'm told you it's just a realm thing. You just have to start the realm. And you don't have any requirements this time. You don't have to like finish someone else's quests or get to level 10. Which is so nice. I don't have to get to level 10 of someone else beforehand. Because you know how we usually end up spending half the stream just getting my characters to level 10. I'm floating in the water. Sting like a butterfly float off of Pluto. Yeah, thank you. That'll be helpful. But Haley's helpful. Helpful Haley. Oh god. Helpful Haley. But no, thank you. I'm hoping it's not going to be too difficult getting Pluto, but I imagine you'd have to have Goofy and Mickey and all that up to level 10, which I believe I have everyone from the main cast. I think Minnie and Daisy I might not. Once we got more afterward. Cut down this tree. I am when I can. Exactly. You can't be helpful for all the time. I'm the same. I think certain people are just built that way though. Certain people are built to be the helpers, and certain people are built to be, not to sound awful, but the takers. There are people who, let's put it this way, there are people who accept help and there's people who give help. And usually the people who who give help aren't good at accepting it. And vice versa. I didn't know that the flowers glue. They glow. Glue. The flowers glue. No, the flowers glow. I did not know that. Actually quite pretty. It always gets so dark at nighttime. Can barely see a thing. I just hope that I'm hitting the right thing. You need Jasmine level 10, Alice level 10, Sadness level 10, Bear. What? Serious? And Cinderella level. So you need all the new guys level 10. That is bad. That is bad design. So I can't get Pluto until I make all the new characters level 10. Oh god. Well, it looks like we'll be having a few Dreamlight streams then. All just to get to Pluto. That's insane though. They expect everyone to have all the new guys up to level 10? Yeah, thank you, thank you. I think we're gonna have to do a few Dreamlight streams of me just leveling up characters then. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to have time to level them all up to level 10. Better not be like that when it comes to Hercules, or I'll be so angry. I imagine you have to get Hades up to level 10 and something else. Something almost soothing about destroying all these blocks. Been working on the star path. I haven't actually looked at the star path. Is it a new star path, or is it still the same Winter Wonderland kind of star path? I wasn't fond of the Christmas one. I've got to admit, I was not fond of the Christmas one. I like usually the little Christmassy snowflake kind of vibe. I wasn't a big fan of that one, so I didn't actually put too much effort into that star path. So I'm hoping... Oh, new one! Okay, good. Who gets new costumes? Which character? Oh, now it's Mickey and Minnie, don't know. As of now, if Mickey and Minnie and don't know. Eric gets one. Yeah. That's nice. Eric finally gets something. Other than, of course, Ariel. We can't forget Ariel. But yeah, it is nice to see him get something. I'm gonna guess that it's a Valentine's themed one. Valentine's Star Path or Love Star Path. Because, you know, Lady and the Tramp's coming out. Valentine's Day is coming out soon. So I'd imagine that the Star Path would be based around love. When the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie, you say, ow. The St. Patrick's activity and the Easter quests are back this year with old and new prizes. Yes. Okay, well that makes sense. I actually like Valentine's Day stuff, so I might look into that star path. Well, we can look into it tomorrow. We'll look into it tomorrow and make decisions. I think it's gonna be a nice cool day tomorrow, so hopefully we can do a longer stream with Disney then. Disney Dreamlight. Also, it was I had to cancel the other day's stream because it was so hot. Yeah, it was so hot. I think we're out of the worst of the heat for now. But we'll see. We'll see. having 40 degrees is... I'm never going to stream in 40 degrees. Although, if you could send me the link, that would actually be really helpful. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to go find it myself. I like to have a little look over before we start. I don't want to do too much, you know, so I don't spoil it too much for myself. But I do like to have a little look, so we're not walking completely blind. Thank you. Oh, no! No, I don't want all that! Oh, gross. Gross. Marble, cobbled chalk. Thank you. There we go. It's just an accident, I promise. Flowers? More moss. They're all stones. Oh, we have some wood this time. Thank you. Hopefully I'll be more prepared when we start. Hopefully. Put that there. I have so many stones. I hope you like... Actually, we could check now. I'm wondering if you put all the stones together, does it make like one big piece of stone? No. So the rubble is just rubble. Can't do anything with it. Because I've got so much rubble. Where is it? Yeah, I've got so much rubble. But if it has no use, then what's the point? Okay, first of all, we'll put these in. Second, we'll come over here, put those in, that one in. I think they're all nature stuff. Then, bam. And last, this one. Wood over here. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck of woodchucking wood? If a wood was chucking wood. How much are you digging out? All of it. I'm digging out this entire area. It's just the island. Actually, where's the map? I'm digging out all of this. This entire island is going to be dug out. Like, we already finished up there, which is great. Well, no, we haven't finished, but we've already done all the buildings up there. It was just I realized we still have so much more to do elsewhere. Hey, is someone bad in my world? What the hell? This is my land. Yeah, I might be fixing up this as well. I don't think I like it. But yeah, this is the top area, but we're going to be cleaning up all of this. All this has to be shelled out because I want to make my own biome. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to clear it out first. It's going to look pretty once it's done, but right now it's not going to look pretty. And saying that, it's really peaceful digging. Digging's really peaceful. That's why I don't mind doing it. Yeah, it does take a while though. Like, I've done this multiple times in Minecraft, have I wasted like hours of just digging. It's like my own personal ASMR though. Gaming ASMR. And I'm not going to complain because I'm getting a lot of material that I'm going to use for later, so I'm not too upset. Especially this white clay. A little disappointed that the white clay doesn't have a brick variant, but we'll see. Maybe I have to put it in an oven or something. Cook it first. Cook the clay. Satisfying thing for me is breaking this bottom area and all of that falling down. all the rubble. So peaceful. It's almost slightly like ASMR or hypnotizing. Like, I have seen Minecraft ASMR, which is just like long plays that are really quiet and all the sounds are turned up. So you can hear the rain really loudly and digging really loudly. But the music's quite soft. Whew. Damn. Should probably come up here and actually do some of this one. Hey, another hole. I can't believe how many holes I've left. There we go. I didn't realize there was so many holes. I thought, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Somehow, still left so many holes. I feel very blind. Every time I find a hole, I'm like, oh, my blind ass. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. Hey, the blind mice were able to see more than I can. That's for sure. Dig. Dig, 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 a hole right through. Dig, 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 to Snow White makes us happy. One of my friends sent me a meme the other day. It said seven dwarf, Snow White and the 7 simps. I was like, oh, that was just mean. And she's like, accurate. I'm like, that is so mean. Don't ruin my childhood. Oh yeah, when are we gonna get the 7 dwarves? We've got Snow White. What about her dwarves? They're just not important enough to put in Disney Dreamlight Valley. We get 7 new characters. Although I imagine if it was the idea of, you know, you get 7 new characters, they're probably gonna put it in a new update, expansion type thing. That way they can go, well, we added 7 new characters. Yeah, but they're basically the same person. Basically, you don't go Snow White and Doc and Sneezy and Bashful. No, you say Snow White and the 7 dwarves. Thank you. Beautiful. I don't know where I'm going. I can't see. But I'm sure wherever I'm going, it's deep and dark. It's deep and dark. It's like, hello? Wait, is there another side? Hello? Should make it out the other side safely. It's not that far away. Oh, yeah, we hit it. We hit gravel. Whoa. Oh, no, we're back to not hitting gravel. Oh, more gravel. Are we still not to the other side? Oh, jeez. Just proves how big this island is. Hey, we've got big plans for this island. So it has to be big. Hey! Made it to the other side. There we go. Went right through the middle. Let's go back through. Let's go back through! Oh, it's so satisfying. Breaking this gravel is so satisfying. I just want a world just made of this gravel. You know, you could do just ASMR. Just a shovel that can never break. And a world full of this gravel. Just run around mining it out. And all you hear is the crashing sounds. Oh, no gravel. No gravel. Yay, to the other side. We've only spent one day so far. One full day. Just gonna clear some of the grass. There we go, very nice. As I said before though, it's gonna... I have a feeling it's gonna take a very long time to clear this out, but it does have to be done. Can't start on any of the major terraforming until I've cleared out the area. At least a lot of this land seems to be gravel. A lot of this seems to be gravel, which is insane. My brain's gonna explode. You can see the bits I've shelled out. You can see it. You can see where I've shelled out. All this dirt I left behind because I was like, we'll probably put dirt down here, which we probably still will, but like, I'd rather figure out what we're doing before I place anything else. Because we might not even be using proper dirt, we might end up using ashen soil or cold dirt, which is actually quite dark. And ashen soil has a greyish tinge to it, so... Almost there. I can see it. I can see the finish line. It's coming fast and close. Sand! Sand? Lots and lots of golden yellow sand. It's really bright sand. Not that there's anything wrong with that. sand? Also, I don't think there's glass in Hytale. I don't know. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there isn't glass in Hytale. Which is insane to think, because you'd think there'd be glass in Hytale. Glass windows and stuff. But I don't actually think there is. Like, I don't think it's the most important thing, but I definitely think it's something weird to not have it right at the start. They're selling you a concept of a window. A window without glass. It was of that time period where glass does not exist. Well, it didn't exist yet. I actually agree with you with that one. What's the point of the sand if it's not going to be used in glass or anything? I think right now it's just decorative. Sand is just decorative. You know, sandy beaches for the sake of beaches. But since there isn't a use for it yet, I don't know why sand, other than decoration. It does seem a little silly. Other than, you know, well, a beach has sand, that so many other things have a use outside of just being visually there. But that one doesn't. Although it's the same with rubble. There's heaps of pieces of rubble, and yes, you use rubble at the start of the game to create tools, but then you just don't use it anymore. So why do we get so much rubble so easily? There probably is something we could use rubble for, I just don't know what. Yes, it is very strange. Personally, I don't know if I'd like it, but whatever. We are getting an update very soon. There's a big update coming. Three updates put into one, basically, because we've gotten a whole bunch of updates. But they're now putting 3 into 1 kind of thing. So we're going to get a huge amount of updates very soon. I'm excited because there's a lot of changes that I've actually wanted that are coming. Including I get to save my character's like his look. So I haven't been able to save my characters like visually. So I can make new ones for different series and stuff like that. You can't do that at the moment. Sand. White clay, white clay, white clay, white clay, white clay. We had a lot of white clay this time. White clay. White clay. You're all chalk. You're all chalk. 7-year-old talk. Haha. Haha. Probably we're going to repair both those shovels as well. So we get some more shoveling. I know that shoveling isn't the most exciting thing in the world. I understand that. But it has to get done. It does. It has to get done. We don't do it, then how are we supposed to terraform? You know? How are we supposed to get beautiful terraforming? I need 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3. Yes. Alright, let's repair all the shovels. Shovel. Shovel. And shovel. I'm gonna put the chalk away. think the chalk's actually in this one. Jeez. And I'll put the wheat away. I don't know why I have wheat on me. I guess just in case, you know, I want to nibble on some wheat. Because I'm crazy like that. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. It's our second day. Day 2. Day 2 of shoveling. I have been shoveling for so long that I forgot what my name is. You know what? I'm going to give myself a new name. It's going to be... Chair. Yes, the perfect name. I think it has a ring to it. But that could just be the ringing in my ears. After holding a grenade for so long and then deciding to throw it, I probably shouldn't have done it so close to my ears. What was that? Did you say something? Oh wait, no, of course you didn't. Because you're my diary. Dear diary. I think I've lost my mind. Dear diary, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? I've also gotten back into Pokemon. Just to let you guys know, I've gotten back into Pokemon, and I've started playing Sun and Moon, Pokemon Sun and Moon, which I used to be on the bottom of my list. I used to hate Sun and Moon. I'm replaying it, and it's not as bad as I remember. Like, I replayed Black and White, and it was an X and Y, and they were as bad as I remember. Whereas Sun and Moon, I'm just like, this is fine. This is fine. I remember this being a lot worse than it was. Look, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely not as bad as my Black and White experience. I think X and Y was fine too. Yeah, Black and White I hate. Never want to go back. I won't be remastering or redoing that series. What I've done it, it's done. How was your day? Well, it just started, but unfortunately I did wake up late, which has made me like a little bit groggy feeling. So that wasn't fun. But yesterday I was editing a lot of the Luma Island episodes, which was really nice. I got to look over Luma Island again. And then of course we had the Palia fiasco as well, so that was fun. But yeah, it's been very peaceful. It's been very peaceful. Oh, I tried out a new pizza place. You know how you always go when you're like, I feel like pizza, so you always go your traditional, you like, oh, this is the local pizza place, I'll always go to them. They make good pizza, they're reliable, dependable, etc. We tried a new pizza place, and it had like things like Slovakia pizza and Chipotle pizza and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. We had, was it halloumi? Halloumi, potato, and spinach on one of them, and I'm just like, okay, this is fancy pizza. This is some fancy pizza. It actually tasted really nice. We got the Slovakia, meat Slovakia, lamb Slovakia pizza, which was so tasty. It came with lemon, and we're just like, is this lemon a suggestion? Then we tried it. I'm like, no, this is definitely needed. We got one that was like olives and sun-dried tomatoes and feta and tomato paste and stuff like that. That was really tasty too. That was kind of like a very deep dish one. And then we got the halloumi one. But no, all of them were really delicious. We were surprised. Because usually the fancy ones are either too fancy, so they taste pretty meh, or especially 'cause at the price, they were cheaper than getting normal pizzas. Getting pizzas from the normal pizza place was more a little bit. It's actually the same price, but yeah, from normal pizza places were more expensive. So we're just like, okay, we'll try it out. It's always good when you find a hidden gem, and I love pizza. Luckily, also for weather update, Australian weather update. Koalas have been falling from the sky, also known as drop bears. No, the Australian weather's actually been decent. It hasn't been like 40 freaking degrees, but we aren't dealing with as many floods and bushfires now. No, when I told you guys that we were having really hot days, what I didn't tell you was it was causing bushfires, and yeah, there was actually fires sprouting up all over Australia, which were spreading and not going away, like not going down easy without a fight. So it was actually kind of scary. Obviously not for me because I'm not near the fires, but it was scary to think. And honestly, my heart goes out to all the people who are affected by the fires because it frickin' sucks. It's something you can't control. That's why I say it frickin' sucks, because it's something you cannot control. Nature is a fickle mistress, and when she wants something to happen, she gets it done. She's the boss bitch. It's just natural disasters. You can't really do anything other than them prepare yourself. We've been on this earth for how long, and we still don't know how to deal properly with natural disasters. Many people don't know the rules around what to do in a tornado, or a hurricane, or earthquake. What's the safest place in your house, etc. It's unfortunate that Americans do know what to do if there's a school shooting. They're even inventing new ways of protecting yourself from school shootings, like fake walls and stuff for the classroom that blend into the blackboard, whiteboard. I'm just like, or you could maybe make gun laws a little more strict. No, we'll make our inventions instead. It's like, okay, okay, you do that. I will say Australia doesn't have that. We don't have. You can't just carry around a firearm in Australia. We don't have those kinds of rules. We don't have bear arms. See, my arms are normal arms. They're not bear's arms. But no, we don't have those kinds of rules. That's why we have. I think we've had like 9 school shootings in our lifetime, in Australia's lifetime. We did have recently, I don't know if the Americans heard about it, we did have the terrorist attack on Bondi Bay. Which I think that, I can't remember what group of people it was, 1 second. One sec, I'm gonna have to look it up because my boyfriend has no idea what I'm talking about, which is kind of weird. I think it's on Bondi. I'm gonna check Bondi. I might be wrong. Yeah, it's Bondi Beach. It is Bondi. Making me sound like crazy. Ah, yes, the Bondi attack. ISIS-inspired anti-Semitic terrorist attack in Australia. It is Bondi. It was an ISIS-inspired anti-Semitic terrorist attack. But yeah, a Middle Eastern man, like, yes, a lot of people pointing out, like, oh, the ISIS terrorist attack. But a Middle Eastern shopkeep who was actually nearby the attack, like, disarmed a gunman. So it is interesting. A lot of the news articles were just saying a shop owner instead of a Middle Eastern shop owner, because obviously they want it to be a little bit more scary. So the Middle Eastern terrorists attacked, and the shop owner protected. No, it was the Middle Eastern people attacked, but a Middle Eastern man risked his life and protected quite a few people. And yeah, he's a hero. So it was just kind of like a, why did you not report? Did you want them to look bad? Like, it was pretty shady. Yeah, and I will say, every time we bring up American gun laws now, I've seen Americans go, oh, but look what happened to you with your terrorist attack. I'm like, as if that's a defense. As if that's a point to be brought up, that we had a terrorist attack, therefore we can't talk about gun laws. Do you think they got those guns legally? Your people do. And then kill. It's also, you know, it's recent. We didn't bring up 9/11 when 9/11 happened and then start making references to 9/11. That would be just distasteful and mean. But, you know, people don't care about other people's feelings. Not online, at least. Anyway, something more light. Something more happy. Let's talk about that. My heart still goes out to those people, though. I hate the world is like this sometimes. Sometimes. Oh, the Olympics is happening! I forgot about that. The Olympics is happening. On a happier note, the Olympics. Yay! I haven't watched the Olympics in ages. I'm very happy for everyone who participates, and I hope that Australia wins something. I believe it's the Winter Olympics, though. It's the Winter Olympics. And I can't remember what it is. It's Milan, I think? Milan. I believe America's doing the next Winter Olympics. I believe. I can't remember, though. But no, it's very exciting. You know, we've got the Winter Olympics going on. We also had the halftime show, which honestly, I only got to see a little bit of the halftime show for the Super Bowl, and I got to see the Lady Gaga performance, which was the one she does with Bruno Mars, the song she does with Bruno Mars. Hold me just a while, make me smile. Heart is over, I wanna be next to you. Is that one? No. I think it was that one. But yeah, that song, and it was so beautiful. I loved it. I loved the like Latin twist they did with it. I thought it was really smart. And yeah, there are so many Latino Americans, plus there's Puerto Rico, which is America. Which is part of America. It's an American state. But yeah, it was nice to see that. I don't want to be on the wrong side of history, but I do feel like maybe after all the vitriol that was said, doing your entire performance in Spanish was a little alienating. Like, you want to talk about people feeling, Latin Americans feeling alienated, and then you just alienated all non-Latin Americans. So I think it was a little bit hypocritical. However, the performance was good. His singing was good. So, does it really matter in the end? Maybe. Unless the orange isn't POTUS, you might not happen since all the issues. Yeah, probably not. I don't think other countries will feel safe going to their country. Going to your country, sorry. But yeah, I do feel like it was a decent Super Bowl. And had the highest numbers, I hear. It had the highest viewership numbers, so good on them. I think at the end of the day, the NFL is a business, and they need to focus on what gives them views, not on political stuff. It's not about that for them. It's about money and profit. The one time I'll say profit and money are probably more important than other people's feelings, because they can hate it all they like, but come on. I also watched some clips from the halftime alternate show, whatever it was, for the MAGA people. It was bad. I'm not a country fan though. I don't like really a lot of country music. I like Dixie Chicks and the Cause and stuff like that, but they're more folksy. I like folk song type things. I just find a lot of country is kind of the same and speaks about the same stuff. So it's not really for me. And plus I can't relate to it. Wasn't really. I've lived in the country and I've been brought up in parts of the country, but that's what we call it, the outback. It's a little bit different. So I don't know if I'm really the person for that kind of music. There are some really great country songs, don't get me wrong. But I'm more of the folksy sort of country music. I like that one. It just feels so upbringing and light. And even the ones that are like dark, it's like bringing kind of dark topics, but having kind of like a nice delivery system is almost a way of saying it. Wide open spaces, truth to make mistakes. Who places on the highest space? You're on the highest space. Yeah, summer sunshine, I miss you, dun, dun, like nobody else in the summer sunshine, I could kiss you, and nobody needs to know. I thought that song was about like finding out your man is cheating on you and being okay within yourself, but no, it's about cheating on people. Just full stop. It's not about happiness and enlightenment. It's about the terrible side of cheating and who you affect. I'm like, wow, okay, I like the summer sunshine, not the doom and gloom clouds. Jeez. Orange man. Oh, I saw a trailer the other day and I got very excited. I don't know if anyone was of the age group for Devil Wears Prada. I think I said this a while ago, but I watched it with my mum, and we both really enjoyed it. It's got good memories behind it, and you know, it slowly became one of my favorite movies. I like clothes. I think looking at the actually no, I like costumes. I think costumes are so cool, cosplay and stuff like that. So like fantasy designs and shit like that. So fashion being like the realistic version of costumes, because a lot of it's just art you'd never wear. I've always enjoyed that. So seeing things like, I don't know, the TV series Ugly Betty and the show, so the movie Devil Wears Prada, I really enjoyed it because it was like that kind of like look into, and all the sassiness and sarcasm. I'm really into sarcastic humor. So the pause and then looking at them going, that's all. That makes me smile. It's like, she shut you down. No, that's kind of my thing. So yeah, I'm excited for the sequel that's coming out this year, and I'm just patiently waiting. I hear some good movies are coming out. I even hear there's a, what's it called? Is it Princess Diaries? The Princess Diaries? I think it's The Princess Diaries. I watched it as a kid, so I don't really remember it that well. But they're making a third one. I believe it's like, you know, when Queen of Genovia? Queen of Genovia. And her husband, you know, have a child, and I believe that story is like around that. hey, as long as they have the playfulness of the original. And everyone's upset that, well, not everyone. A group of people are upset that Wicked got snubbed by the Grammys or whatever, or Oscars, I can't remember. But, yeah, that didn't get any awards. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, A, it's a part 2. And part 1 was much better than part 2 because part 1 has all the catchy songs in it, and part 2 is more story-based. Because it's kind of like the idea of part 1 is where you have your rose-colored glasses and everything's perfect, everyone's wonderful. And then in part 2, you took off the glasses. And you're like, oh god, everything's dark and scary, what the hell? Why did no one warn me about this? I want the glasses back. Put the glasses back on. I will be changed forever. There's something that's changed within me. Something that's not the same. Playing rules by someone else's game. I don't know. Still offer second chances. Too late to go to sleep. Something, I open my eyes and and we the time to find defying gravity. No, it's a good movie. I actually enjoyed it thoroughly. It's a good wholesome family movie, you know. The whole fun for the whole family. Even though Christians are like, oh, witches! Evil and witches! But Glinda's good. No, she's not. She's a witch. No, witches are good. No one mourns the wicked. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. But no, when it comes to movies, I'm happy what's coming out. I am. Speaking of what's coming out, I've been working on like trying to find Minecraft series and Hytale series that I'll enjoy making, plus things that kind of worked before and may work again. So we'll see. Might not work again. So as I said, choose your own adventures. I've looked up multiple times Minecraft choose your own adventure, and I haven't found many options. Like I found one big YouTuber's one, and then a few, like, 1 or 2 small choose your own adventures. And I understand, you're basically making 96 videos, sometimes, for one series. For one series. And that's a lot of videos to put out. So I understand, it is a lot of effort, and it doesn't feel worth it. But it is, you know, something that I personally would say is a niche. Because people don't do it. It's a niche inside Minecraft, and it's something that if you do well and you get known for it, it's you know, it's a brand. And I would like to explore them a bit more, but I feel like I did too much last time. There will be another Choose Your Own Adventure that the members got last year coming out this year. So you guys will get to finally experience that. It's a very long one. It had 96 videos in it. And the next, if I do it again, I'm not going to do that many. Because you got like 6 options. 6 characters to choose from, or 6 classes to choose from. Origins or something. And yeah, origins. You got 6 origins to choose from, and then they had to make 3 decisions, I think, or 4. So that was a lot of videos. And yeah, it was fun. But I don't think I'd do it that big again. I think I'd just do a lot of small ones instead of one big one. That's something where quantity is better than quality. Well, it's not really. Yeah, it's not really quantity. It's quality. It's just less is more. Less is more. But no, I do plan on trying to make a Hytale one work. So we'll see. The other things that, of course, is you know, I've been looking into, so I'll put this all away. I've been looking into things like 100 Dazes, which it does feel like, and I don't know if anyone else feels like this in the Minecraft community, it does feel like 100 Dazes are losing their popularity. I still see them, don't get me wrong, but it's not oversaturated anymore. I don't see as many as I used to, and I don't see as many good ones. It's like the YouTubers who used to do them are moving on to some other things. Also, the ones that I do don't get anywhere near as much attention as like other stuff. So, which for me, 100 days videos are usually just me trying out the mod. So it's not really 100 days of anything. It's just I'm trying out this mod. I want to see what this mod is like. So might as well do it for 100 days. That's what it feels like a lot of the time. We have only done 3 days of this, by the way. 3 in-game days of mining out, which is insane, but when you do both nighttime and daytime, that's what happens. It's like 30 minutes, I think. But what was I gonna say? Yes, and yeah, 100 Dazes. I personally like them. I think it's a good. The only reason I like them is because like it gives you a goal. It's like, hey, well, we're gonna do this for a certain amount of time, and let's see what we can get done in this certain amount of time. You're allotting yourself a deadline, almost. Personally, I like the kind of roleplay stuff to watch and to play. Things like my Hearth SMP and Faye SMP. I find them so fun to actually do. They're hard to edit because they take a long time. And, you know, you create the storyline, and because I was head of both of the servers, it took me, like, I was trying to, you know, do the server and make sure that everyone was happy, and also do the recordings and make sure the story was going well. It's rough. It's rough being a server leader and making content at the same time. I think that's why a lot of them don't. A lot of the server people are like, I'm just the head of the server, guys. You guys make the content, I just, you know, run the server. Yeah, I've always liked the roleplay cut stuff in Minecraft. But it is rare. For good reason. It's hard to put together. It's hard to get people together to actually do it. It's hard. And it's just hard. I think the thing that got me too is the reason I haven't done multiplayer Minecraft in a while is because I used to when you play with a group of people. And then you find out that they have that after you went, nah, I'm done for a little while, and then you find out that they made a server months after, and you're like, you didn't want to ask, and after I've hosted like 5 different servers for you guys, and you didn't think to ask if I wanted to join your one. And I thought maybe they think I'm just not ready for more multiplayer stuff or whatever, or I'm not in that right headspace, or I'm busy. But they could have asked. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't play with people for a while because this just feels shitty. This just feels shitty. The expectation of, you know, when people you've played with in the past actually inviting you to play. Maybe they need a break from me. Sometimes you just need a break from people. But no, it did suck in the moment. No one likes to be left out. You know? No one does. The biggest thing in role-playing for Minecraft, though, or any game, actually, is you have to, like, sometimes you play a character that's a little bit different from yourself, and it's hard to get back to yourself after it. So you kind of take on the characteristics of whatever character you just played. Sometimes I play asshole, and I just feel like an asshole. And the worst part is my character for Minecraft is friendly. He's very hot-headed, so that I could be chill. I could be chill, and he could be the hot-headed one. And like I get upset about things too, but it's, you know, not often. It's not often. But no, if I'm playing with someone, I often, even if I change my voice and go out of friendly mode, I'm still like just as mindset of friendly. So I'm still hot-headed. I just sound like me instead of friendly. Instead of the friendly voice, I sound like me. But I still have the same characteristics as friendly. It's hard to turn it off. It's like an actor. It's hard to turn off the character straight away. You kind of have to decompress. One thing I've noticed, and it's probably my least favorite trait about humans in general, like, I guess we're all humans, blah, 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 but is putting up with stuff. Like, I don't know, lack of confrontation and conflict, but it's like, it's toxic in a way. Like, one of your friends is doing something really stupid and kind of alienating everyone around them, but since you don't want to cause trouble and don't want to have a conflict, you avoid saying anything to them. I'm like, that ain't a good friend. That ain't a good friend. You ain't a good friend. If they're alienating everyone and no one wants to talk to them, you have to tell them. And I feel bad because, you know, I come into friend groups and, you know, a year later I feel comfortable enough to say, hey, I didn't really like that, or I think that's really inappropriate. And then it's like, oh, you're just so confrontational. I'm like, no, you guys are just really not. You guys would rather ignore the problem than deal with it. I think that's like my biggest issue is I'd rather deal with the problem before it becomes too big of an issue and before it spreads around to everyone and suddenly it's this big deal that everyone has to talk about. I'd rather it not get to that point, so I usually try to confront people straight away, but people often aren't ready straight away. However, I am, and I don't like to always have to deal with people's calendars, because I'm usually the one that's having to wait for others, and I'm like, I can't wait forever. I can't wait forever. I can't wait for you to feel comfortable forever. And I feel like a dick. I do. I feel like a dick sometimes. But it's just like, hey, just to let you know, that's not cool. So stop that. Stop that! Oh, white clay. Okay. Up here. But no, I've had in the past where someone has been like extremely negative and the group is just kind of, they've said something behind their back, like when we're not playing the game, they'll be like, oh, they were so irritating today and I wish they would have stopped and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you could have said it to their face. And then they never do. And then you finally say something to their face. You're like, hey, people feel that you're being extremely negative and would like you to stop. And they're like, oh, but I'm just playing the game. That's my character. It's like, great, but could you stop? And then they get all upset and angry. And then people get upset with you. The same people who were the ones that voiced their opinion about what happened and how they didn't like how negative they were. And you're like, what? What's happening? Why are you acting like this now? To avoid confrontation, they just join the group. Whoever is, you know... The funny thing is, though, by the way, in that scenario, in that story, the person ended up leaving because they were getting... As soon as I left the scenario, I was like, you know what? I don't have to deal with this. So I left. I was like, screw this. I don't feel welcome. I'm going. And that's okay, by the way. You can leave. You don't have to stay. Don't ever feel obligated to stay in a friend situation because your friends are there. Or in a scenario where it's like an SMP for Minecraft, you don't have to stay. The adult thing is just to walk away. Just walk. They don't, in the grand scheme of things, they won't matter in your life. Neither will that scenario. But for this, you know, example, it does. But no, for this example, yeah, it was kind of like, okay. So as soon as I left, I guess it was maybe a wake-up call or something, because then they started to say how it was sucky that I had to leave because of this, especially because that's how they're all feeling. I'm like, well, it would have been nice if you said it when I was actually there. But it's definitely, people just aren't confrontational. Which is funny, because like things like Twitter and all that kind of stuff, people are very confrontational. But when it comes to video games, no. People will do anything to avoid it. Sometimes even throw their friends under the bus. Quite literally, just throw your friend under the bus. Have you played GTA? Do it! Do it! You'll enjoy yourself, trust me. I guarantee you'll feel a great happiness once you throw your friend under a bus. Can my friend be the bus driver? Nope. You're driving right over your friend. Honk honk. One thing I will say though is if you're going to complain about someone or be upset with someone and you haven't actually said anything to their face, then you is the problem. If you have a problem with someone and you haven't said to them that it's a problem, how are they supposed to know? How are they supposed to grow as a person and learn? You are not participating in their learning. Learning is fundamental. Learning is fundamental. Otherwise you just stay in the shadow forever. Plus saying stuff behind people's backs, just say it to their face. So I always say to my friends, if someone comes to you and says, Friendly said this about you, don't believe it. Because I will say it to your face if I have a problem. If I have an issue, you will know. That's why when people say, are you upset with me? Have I said that I'm upset with you? If not, then no. I'm not upset with you. I will let people know. That way there's no, like, reading into things and there's no misunderstandings. It's, I'm either pissed with you or I'm not. Okay? But yeah, there was a situation where someone said, Friendly said such horrible things about you. And I'm like, he came to me before that person actually said what horrible things I said about them. And I was like, this person said this, and then I don't know what to believe. I'm like, okay, first of all, if I had anything to say about you, I would say it to your face. Just to let you know, this is what I'm concerned about, or this was what you've done to upset me, or any of that kind of stuff. Or could you stop doing this? And he's like, yeah, I know. And yeah, sometimes it sucks that I voice an opinion that can be a bit mean, but I'd rather that than people use it against me and say, Friendly said the meanest thing about you. Did I? Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember. Because probably the best bet is that I didn't. The best bet is I probably didn't. But that's okay. And the worst part, I don't know if anyone has a situation where you have no issue with someone, you have no problem with them. Like, you had a disagreement, and in your head, you moved on. You're like, I'm good. I'm good. I moved on. And then you find out the person you had the disagreement with didn't move on, and they're really upset with you. And, yeah, and for this entire time, you've been like, even though you guys hadn't been talking that much, you know, you support their streams, you support them, and you have nothing but nice things to say about them. And when they do talk, when someone brings up the conflict and said, oh, what happened there? You're like, oh, it was just a disagreement, you know, it was fine. We got over it. And then you realize, You may have gotten over it, but they didn't. It's crazy. I've had it happen to me, and I was like, you know what? I find it hard to be friends with people online because I've never met them, and sometimes I just don't connect with people on a certain level that I need for me to be friends. They're just good acquaintances, you know? It's hard to make friends online. And then when that person was like, no, we're friends. I don't understand what you're talking about. We've always been friends. And I'm like, no, I don't see you that way. I'm sorry. And they got really upset and yeah, then started to... It was rough. And I thought, okay, well, we've moved to a place where neither of us are going to agree on this scenario. So we'll just move on, right? No. No, no, no. There was no moving on for that person. They were upset. The revenge plot had started. I wish I should have got revenge. Damn. It's not my nature. It's not in my nature. I tried it once and oh, I felt awful. Never again. And I even have a character called Revengely. I just don't take revenge seriously. Do revenge. That was actually a funny movie. Many people didn't like it. It was a bit too of its time. But yeah, it was fun. It's fun. So, why have I been talking about all this? I don't know. But I feel like it's important that we grow as people. And we understand that not everyone's perfect. You know? And if you've had a small disagreement or a small problem, don't just give up everything because of that, you know? If you really want to be friends with someone, don't just go, well, we've had one disagreement, or they don't see me as their friend yet. It's like, okay, well, don't push it. Let it happen naturally. Just in my opinion. As someone who, you know, just has so many friends. No, as someone who has learned from my mistakes. I hope that people can say the same, you know? We have to learn from our mistakes. Trial and error. People who are perfect just never learn. They're usually not perfect. They're usually not perfect. They think they are. And that's very nice for them. I wish I could be that level of delusional. It would be wonderful. I also think, like, some people you don't know what is going on in someone else's life. So to assume things about someone and they're just like, you don't know what happens afterwards. You don't know if did they go cry in the corner afterwards because you were so horrible? You don't know. They probably did, but you will never know. Jeez, I've got a serious mood today. I think it's because I didn't wake up properly. I was in a bad mood and I didn't wake up properly, so now we got into serious conversation. Why did the cow jump over the moon? I need to know answers. What was on that moon? How did the cow jump so high? What Chinese propaganda is this? I don't know why I chose Chinese. American propaganda? Any country works, really. And Greenland propaganda. Switzerland. That's even better. Switzerland propaganda. Norwegian. Norwegia. Sorry. Just having fun. Tell us now, why did the cow jump over the moon? Tonight at 6. Will say though, manners with me goes a long way. Respect, that's it, respect. Respect goes a long way with me. If I've sensed that you haven't, like, at some point you disrespected me, you'll notice a coldness from me. It will be subconscious at first, like I won't realize I'm doing it. But then it will be more conscious. Because the more you disrespect me, the more I become aware that, of how I'm reacting to it. I think it's important though. You should always, you know, respect someone when you first meet them. You know, because they're a complete stranger. And then kind of like, after that, if they don't respect you, then you have no reason to respect them. They have not given you a reason to reciprocate. You know, the hatred and anger that they might feel, or the rudeness they might feel. But, doesn't mean you have to be respectful. You can just be indifferent. I like being different. I like being weird. How are we doing? I can't tell because, well, everything's sand. Although the map hasn't updated. Just notice, the map has not updated. This is day 4 of clearing out. Day 4 of clearing out. Like, I hope this doesn't take, the next, like, what, 70 days? I hope not. I hope it only takes, like, 20. But if it does, it does. You know what I mean? If it does take that amount of time, I just have to deal with that. But I hope it doesn't. Because that would be really annoying. Just like peaceful. Rocking backwards and forwards. Enjoying my time. Murdering some people. I'm feeling just so fine. Ooh, what kind of murderer would I... If I was to be like... by the way, I'm not being all like, oh, what kind of murderer would I be? It's more of a... If I was like a horror villain, you know? Horror movie character. What kind of horror movie character would I be? That's the vibe I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to think though. What would I be? I don't like masks, so I don't know if I constrict myself with a mask. And I'm not the biggest fan of monsters. I'd go with like a half mask. Oh, those neon masks usually float on your face rather than press up against it. I love that I'm planning out if I was in a horror movie as the villain, who would I be? Yeah, I think I'd wear black jeans, black boots, and tightly laced, and black, like, long sleeve shirt with turtleneck kind of thing, so it's all my body's covered, with a Kevlar vest and protective gear on the arms and legs, so like underneath it's just all Kevlar to protect it against bullets. And then a neon mask, like black, all except for the neon that shows like the face. And I call myself the Howler, and just howl like Aru at the moon. No, I just like howl every so often like a dog, and then chase after people. Because he thinks of himself as the alpha. I don't know. Just because it's scary. And yeah, I don't know what my backstory would be. But I feel like if I was the character who is the Howler, I'd probably be one of those ones who definitely cozies up to the final girl. I'd probably be like the nerd who knows so much about this. He's like, he secretly just knows so much about this Howler person and is trying to help her. It's just trying to help her. So yeah, I think that's what the character would be. And turns out he is the Howler. That's why he knows so much about her. About it. Dun dun dun. I think if I was a person in a horror movie, like a character, I would still probably be the nerd or the gamer. Probably like the final girl's best friend from preschool or whatever, grade 1, but they've had a bit of a falling out since then because of some incident. I don't know what incident. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm making this scenario off in my head, and then I die pretty close to the end as like a dramatic thing. She's finally created this friendship bond again, and yeah, I have to die so that her and the love interest can survive. I'm usually like last to die, or second last if the love interest dies. It's the way of the world. One must always die, so the others can live. My boyfriend was about to leave without saying goodbye. How rude. That was so goddamn rude. No. You get to a certain part in your relationship, you have to say goodbye to your partner before you leave to go to work. Otherwise, how do I know when he's left the house? Could be hiding in one of the cupboards. We don't know. Something he would do. We play hide and seek in the cupboards. Just so much mining. So much clearing and so much mining. But it's gonna be worth it. I hope. I really, really hope. You know, it'd probably be quicker to do all the terraforming stuff if I was actually in that biome, because it's already got the grays and the blacks and stuff. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to, you know, deal with the hand that you've been dealt and be happy. You don't always get what you want, but when you try sometimes, you do get what you need. Don't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. I feel like I heard that song on Glee. That's a lot of songs, though. I didn't like Glee as much as everyone else. Yeah, being a homosexual. You should like Glee. I didn't care for it. I was like, yeah, everyone's so annoying. Everyone's so whiny. Like, I complain about things too, but my God. Your entire lives. You complain about your entire lives. Just sing your goddamn songs. Ba 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 ba. We are the weirdos. Everyone hates us, and it's 'cause we're weirdos. No, we just hate you 'cause you're annoying. We are the weirdos. Everyone hates us 'cause we're weirdos. Do you like Glee, Haley? Or did you like Glee, I should say? Did you? It's not exactly like it's still running. I feel like Haley's just heard blasphemy. She's like, wait, what? You don't like? How dare you speak about Glee like that? Like, I like characters, by the way. I liked Sue Storm, I think it was. The coach. I thought she was unhinged. Who? Glee. The TV series Glee. The one where they sang and danced in a cappella groups. Whole bunch of teenage student type people. It was made by Ryan Murphy, which I was about to say it's probably the wokest thing that I've ever seen. Never watched it. Oh, don't. Don't. You don't need to. It was definitely of its time. You know, now it's a bit like a giant cringe fest. A bunch of losers singing and dancing is what my friend used to explain it as. Oh, let's watch the losers sing and dance. I'm like, wow. We're losers too. And she's like, yeah, but we're not cringe. I'm like, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. But no, a lot of people liked Glee. I mean, a lot of people liked High School Musical and Twilight too, but it doesn't mean it's good. I will say, rewatching the Harry Potter movies, there were a lot of moments that were really bad. Like, great acted. Not gonna lie, it was great acting. But there was a lot of moments, I think it was... the Chamber of Secrets is so goofy. Like, they could have made it a comedy. The Chamber of Secrets is so goofy. The Prisoner of Azkaban has some great moments, but overall, it's not very good. Order of the Phoenix is very slow. I like the Philosopher's Stone one. I think that had a great balance. The Philosopher's Stone had a great balance of, like, a little bit of humor with a lot of... The lighting was very good, too. The lighting made it feel more serious and more, what's the word? Realistic. Whereas the lighting changed as the movies went on and almost gave it like a fanciful thing or a dreamlike state. There's a lot more blues used instead of oranges in the lighting. Maybe they're trying to point out that Harry Potter's not real. For those people who don't believe that Harry Potter isn't real. And are still waiting for their Hogwarts acceptance letters. Look, if tomorrow I got a Hogwarts acceptance letter from a flying owl who then disappeared and then a wizard came and picked me up in a flying car, I would be a little like, what the hell just happened? I mean, it'd also be like, I'm way too old for this stuff. And if they turn around and said, yes, but we need you to become a teacher. I'm like, I don't even know magic. What the hell? Or assistant. It's your time. I'd be like, I'm so confused. I don't think I'd respond as well as I would have when I was younger. When I was a kid, I would have been like, yay, Hogwarts! Now I think I'd be like, oh god. People are just blowing each other up with a bombarda. I do like Harry Potter, by the way. I'm just shading the realistic, how unrealistic it is, even though it isn't real, and it's a movie. But if it was to be real, what if? If it was, it would be insane. And I don't think people would be as excited as they are, you know? If Harry Potter was actually real, and it was a documentary, say, that was turned into like a movie, for the Muggles, whatever. I think it's Muggles or Mugbloods. I can't remember. Let's call them Muggles. Muggles. I think everyone would be a little bit like confused. As long as J.K. Rowling isn't my teacher, I'm good. From what I understand, the reason why the light got darker was to show how worse the war was getting. Ah, okay. I guess personally, I would have gone with a more of a, a deeper oranges and yellows. Because war, I often think of like sepia tones, and when the war comes to light. But I get, yeah, I can see that kind of storytelling with the lighting. I'm glad they had some sort of reasoning behind it, though. It wasn't just, we're trying out new things. Either way, Chamber of Secrets is one of my least favorites of the Harry Potter movies. It was also the first one I watched, was Chamber of Secrets. The speaking snake and you can speak parcel tongue was a little much for me, and all the spiders on the ground, like, oh, follow the spiders. But the spiders don't actually have anything to do with this, because it's actually just linked to the next thing, which is a snake. But don't worry, people are being petrified. Oh my. When they see the spiders, sorry, the snake, and the spiders, they're gone now, it doesn't matter. I'm just like, make it stop. Make it make sense. It's okay. Not everything has to make sense. I remember in school when people were asking how did you like the Chamber of Secrets, blah blah blah. I was like, sure. Yeah, definitely. I said yes. When anyone ever asked me did I like all the Harry Potter movies, I would be like, sure, yeah, I love them. They're great. I would never point out that I didn't like one of them. Because a lot of people, it was their favorite, or they really liked that one. I was like, I'm not gonna, be a party pooper. Come down on their parade. It's not fair. It's not fair. Don't tell me not to sit. I simply gotta. I wanna rain on your parade. I mean, it's like with, say, video game series, where everyone's like, oh yeah, number 1 was amazing, number 2 was good, and number 3 was meh. And then I'm just sitting there like, actually, because a lot of people say BioShock. The BioShock games, number 1 is in Rapture, an underwater city. We've got Andrew Ryan, who's the big bad. Number 2 is Dr. Lamb. We're back in Rapture, the underwater city. And she's taken over. And then we have... That's 200, yeah, okay. And then we have number 3, which is up in the city. We've got Comstock. And I can't remember what the name of the town. I think it's Atlas. Atlas is the big floating city. So it's all good and it's all good. But yeah, I prefer number 3 to number 2. Like, my favorite is number 1, but number 3 I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the story and how in depth it went and how weird it was. But a lot of people think it's it goes 1, 2, 3. The same with Fable, which is very controversial. Fable 1 I love to death, and that's definitely my favorite. Fable 2, I liked it. I didn't think the story was very strong though. And Fable 3, you get to be a king and make really big decisions that affect the rest of the game. So I was just like, I love this. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I don't really like this. I'm like, okay. So I'm in the very much minority when it comes to liking number 3 more. Never played it? You should. If you like story games. If you like story RPG, kind of like running around an underground city, learning about a new culture. If you like dystopian futures. If you like dystopian future games, you'll like that game. If you don't, then you won't. So only play it if you like dystopian future games. It's my advice. We just got so much iron. I was about to say, I'm using up so much iron. I feel so bad. I don't feel bad anymore. Take half. Haha. I probably should just take... Yeah, I probably should just take these with me, to be honest. I'm always coming back to get the repair kits when I should just take them with me instead. Yeah, it'll take up space, but I don't really need much more materials anymore. I'm running out of space for materials, so I don't think I need many more. So yeah, we've got to repair all the shovels, which I believe I have some in here. And I got to repair the pickaxe. Pickaxe, shovel, and shovel. So I'll take the other 3 with me. There we go. Let's go! Sploosh. Look, we've made a huge dent today, and I do want to point that out. We actually have made a huge dent, which has been nice. Yeah, it's not the most exciting thing, I must admit, but if I have to suffer through it, so do you. No, I'm kidding. You have to suffer through it too. No, it's just, I have to get it done. I thought I might as well come on here, chat to people. That way I don't lose my ever-loving mind. Sand, 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 sand. Oh, that's Haley. What's a game that you've seen recently that you're like, ooh, that looks really good, I want to play it? What's a game? Even if it's an old game or a new game or a game that even hasn't come out yet. What's a game that's really piqued your interest? Because I feel like the more we play video games, the harder it is to do that. The more you do, the less excited you get. I get more excited because now it's like, ooh, a game just like this game that I really liked. But I do compare games. Often. Open. Got the remaster of Final Fantasy VII. I just opened to get a backup hard drive with how big it is. Oh, so that's what the one you're excited at the moment. But is there any game like that's piqued your interest and you haven't played it yet or haven't bought it yet? I haven't played any of the like other than Final Fantasy Online. I actually haven't played any of the Final Fantasies. I think it's just for me. And I know it's a weird reason not to play it. Is the art style? Anime like kind of art style doesn't appeal to me for video games. I've been trying to get into it more, and I've been trying to like get my brain used to it because I'm so used to watching anime. So for me, I'm like, but I just want to go watch it. I don't want to play it. I know it's a weird thing to think, but I don't know what it is. I keep thinking to myself, I'd rather watch it. If this was an anime, I'd totally watch it. And I really like the, there's two movies, I think, that I've watched from Final Fantasy. I liked both of them. They're really good. They're a little, like, insanely weird, but I like them. You don't know what new games are coming out, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, mine's Fable. Mine's Fable, obviously. The new Fable I'm very excited about. I know there's Subnautica 2 that's coming out. Actually, one second. I believe one of the cool things, I guess, about Opera GX is it has a menu thing. Where is it? If I click on this, is there like a home page? Ooh, there's news. Personal news. Oh, I don't want that. I just want like, it might be the other one, but no. There's a way of looking at it on, because I use Opera GX now, and I use No, I can't find it. But there's Opera GX actually has a list of all the games coming out, and I think that's really cool. I just can't remember how to get to it. There we go. Release calendar. Here we go. So February. Anything interesting? We had High Guard come out recently. We have Dispatch, another on the Switch is coming out on the 20th. Came out in January. What else? Midnight Walking, This Place, Euphilia, Code Vein 2 came out January 30th. Sector Zero. I don't recognize any of these games. There are lots of indie games. Lots of indie games, which I'm not mad about. Oh yeah, Styx, the one about the goblin, comes out on the 19th. Resident Evil Requiem comes out on the 27th. For any Resident Evil fans. Oh yeah, probably should pause that if I'm gonna do it. Replace Solstice 3. Was it WWE? W2K26, I don't know what that is, but for wrestling fans, there you go. Crimson Desert comes out on March 19th. I recognize that one. First Light 007 comes out on March 27th. Goat Simulator 8, is that? Oh, for the Switch. Directive 820, Grand Theft Auto on November the 19th. Damn. Grand Theft Auto is just going to be like the one thing that everyone buys, except for me. I don't really care. I haven't really played Grand Theft Auto. I'm not really into like thug mafia kind of games. I used to play them when I was younger, but now I'm not really into those kind of stuff. I like more playful and funny things. I'm not really into drugs and gun violence type of stuff. I like guns in games, but not really when it comes to that kind of thugs and stuff. I don't know. It's just not my vibe. However, I'm sure it's going to be a very great game. I'm sure everyone's going to love it, and it's going to be wonderful. Game of the Year, all that stuff. I'd be surprised if it doesn't Game of the Year, by the way. I'll be surprised. It might be coming out too late, though. Because November is usually the cutoff date for the Game of the Year awards. And it's too early for the other awards as well. So, like, they might miss out on a lot of awards because of the timing. Or they might change it specifically to make it for... They might change it specifically just for GTA 6. You know, the fans will be upset and be like, meh, 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 it's not fair. GTA 6 is obviously the game of the year. Well, then maybe it should have been in the right time slot. But no, games that I actually have that I'm excited for. I'm actually excited for Voyages of Nera. I'm excited for Borderlands 4. Dragon Wilds. I'm not excited for it, but I'm cautiously optimistic about it. The Dragon Wilds one, not Dragon Wilds. Dragon Age in Veilguard. Like, I don't think it's going to be amazing. A lot of people said it's not going to be amazing, but you know, I might have some fun with it. Who knows? I might like it. I've liked a few games that the rest of the world has hated, so I don't know. I seem to have a positive view on things. And there's an MMORPG called something of Valen, Winds of Valen or something, that I'm actually excited to play. I hear it's very grindy though, so I won't be playing it on stream anytime soon. What's the other one? Can't think of another one I'm excited about. I will say I was disappointed about Ashes of Creation. I don't know if anyone's heard of Ashes of Creation. It was an MMO RPG that was created on Kickstarter and has recently shut down completely. It's gone. It's dead. It just quickly disappeared. It's crazy. I believe you can still play it for the people who've already bought it, but you can't buy it anymore. We don't know all the details about what happened or like who's at fault, but it's definitely extremely shady. I think that's the thing about Kickstarter. I don't know if anyone here uses Kickstarter. I personally don't. I get it. I should probably support small games and businesses and stuff, but I'll do that by buying your skins and your DLCs if I think that you're really, really great. But it is unfortunate that, you know, Kickstarter doesn't give refunds, like, ever. If you Kickstarted, then you just spent your money in hopes that they will do what they say. You're putting your faith in humans, which is always a terrible idea. You know, us aliens. No, trusting humans is a terrible idea. They've proven time and time again that they cannot be trusted. In fact, I will be speaking against humans when it comes to the Galactic Council. I'll be letting them know how horrible you are. Just in future reference, I'm going to tell all the Galactic Council how selfish, rude, inconsiderate, and warmongering you are as humans. That's funny. I'm I'm rewriting my. I've written. I don't know if people know this. I've written 29 books. I self-published some back when I was like 21, and they were terrible. The story idea wasn't terrible. They were terribly written. Now I look over them and I can easily clean them up. So that's what I've been doing. It's just I wasn't very descriptive, and I didn't really set the scene very well because I was 21 and I was very much about fast-paced things. So now I set the scene more, and now I set up the characters a bit more. I've read it and I've liked it. But yeah, I've written 29 books, and I'm now recently going over them and trying to polish them up and make them at the standard that they need to be actual good books. But yeah, I've looked over it. I've even made a book about like the world and how it was created and how humans became an idea and how the gods created us. And yeah, eventually, basically, we come into question of whether we're actually worthy of being saved and protected as a race. Do we contribute enough to the universe? And an angel ends up having to protect us because they don't come up with good reasons. Let's just say that. They call us primitive and violent. Prone to violence, so prone to violence. And in their eyes, we are nothing but a mistake. A simple mistake at trying to make perfection. Hey, at least they kind of called us close to perfection. That's what I heard. But no, if I had to defend the human race on why I think they deserve not to be destroyed, I don't know if I could. Mainly because I'm just not the kind of person that knows enough about history, as much as I love it. But especially parts of history that are good and positive. A lot of the parts of history we seem to remember are the negative stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how I'd be able to prove to aliens that we are deserving of living. They look at me and go, "So why should you live?" Maybe we shouldn't. What? What did you say? This is outrageous. You humans are supposed to prove yourselves. This is not okay. Well, I don't know. Why do you think we should live? Why do we deserve to live over all the other people? All of the other races, you know? People like, we contributed so much to society. Are you assuming the other races didn't either? Damn. Racist. Their human racism is alive and well. Ha 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 ha. Joke simulation. Oh god, convincing an AI that we deserve to live. Because that's always worked out in movies. Not the movies in real life, but again, I don't know if it could. I don't know if we could convince an AI robot that we are worthy of that. In fact, I'm pretty sure the humans would try to find a way to destroy the robot instead of trying to convince it. And the convincing would just be a distraction, which would just prove to the robot that you aren't. All you had to do was convince me, and instead you decided to harm me. Your species is violent and unnecessary. If I was an alien, no one would ever know. The model of alien that I am is too realistic to be discerned. Oh, sorry. That's another land. It's alright. Sorry, someone sent me a clip. Didn't realize it would play the clips straight away. I thought I'd have to press play. I think we're doing pretty well, to be honest. I think we're doing pretty well. We're gonna be in a position where we have to just clear all the stone and stone, marble, and chalk soon. Well, not soon. I believe we have quite a few. I think we still got 2 Hytale streams left this week. I think. Which again, we'll be spending, you know, destroying stuff. That's kind of why I put extra Hytale streams on, so we can get this done. Good luck to us, you know. Bam, bam, bam. Taking out all the sand. So much sand. Sure you're okay. I saw you streaming Thyrsus. Are you sure you're okay? I saw you streaming for the rest of the week. Yeah, I should be fine. As I said, if I cancel, it's because I'm either sick or because the weather got way too hot. Like, I'm trying to do more streaming. I'm trying to get into doing more streaming. I don't know. Some days it's good. Sometimes they're good. Some days I'm bad. But I try never to make. I try to make sure that no one else can pick up on if I'm really, you know, not feeling well. I'm one of those people that are very helpful to other people, but not helpful to myself. I find it very hard to ask for help. And I don't like being sick and weak and chronically ill, but, you know, what am I going to do about it? I didn't, but I thought it was for the, you know, for the best. Especially because, you know, the... Too much information, TMI, right? I'm going to give TMI right now, but the doctors have been kind of concerned that they haven't found out what's wrong with me at the moment. With my memory loss, and yeah, so there might be a time soon where I won't be streaming for like a month, and you know, I want to be able to stream a lot and then come back after a month and you know, get back into streaming, but we will see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm overdoing it now, but like, I won't be able to do it very soon anyway, for a little while. Because I'll have a month where I won't be able to, my brain won't be able to move fast enough to compute what's going on. Because I'll be taking medication to slow down my brain. Or I don't know actually how it works, it's probably not that, but I have to take a medication, and the doctor just warned me that high functioning stuff won't be happening for a while. Like, I won't be able to do a trivia night, that's for sure. And he said you'll be getting constant headaches and migraines and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey! Bad Fox. Bad fox. I'll whack you into the water. How do we do that? Damn it! No, in the water. There you go. The other fox, the one we like, is on the other side of this build. So over that way. Yes, too much information, I know. I'm just doing the best I can with the health that I have. Did he drown? He could have swum away, you know? Bam, bam, ba dam, boom, boom. Bam, ba dam, bam, bam. Wow, wow, na, na, na. As you guys know, I have 4 channels and I put out so much content, like, my god. And that's another reason, you know, I try to, like, do a lot before I can't. So I'm trying to make a lot of content before, you know, I have to take a break, and then I'll take a break and I'll come back and I won't have wasted any time, you know? We'll still, there's content enough for a few months that it won't matter. Here we go. Num num num. Sand! More sand. We've now spent 5 days digging out this terrain. Has the map updated yet? No. What if I log out and log in? Will that update the map? Hoping it does. Oh, I think it crashed. Oh no! Oh, there we go. My computer's trying to load now. It's like, loading the world, loading the world. What are they doing? Oh, map. Hey, there we go. All we had to do was reload. So all that's been taken care of, all this has been taken care of, but this entire section here still needs to be done. I still think it's going to take, like, overall, 45 days to 50. I'm hoping it doesn't take 100. We're about to hit 6 days in. Into this session, at least. So that would mean we're on the 16th day of clearing this out. I'm curious, is this basically a okay, this is a chalk mountain. So we might be able to just go around this with chalk. So I probably won't be destroying this one too much. This mountain. We'll be taking away this dirt though. But yeah, probably won't be destroying this mountain too much, as it's going to have an outline of chalk going around it, which I might have to do before I do the rest of the destroying. So what I'm probably going to do... Oh, there's two! But yeah, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to clear out as much of this area as possible. Then when I get to here, I'm going to basically do what I did to that one over here. Because I do want to keep it. I do want to keep the shape that's already there. Two bears. That is awesome. Oh, poor bear. And crabs. Yeah, wait, one wasn't a crab, one was a spider. So yeah, we'll have to wait to do this one. Let's go back over this way. It's a bit of change of scenery. Instead of the beach. Oh. I love that I didn't know there were two caves right next to my base. Like, I was not aware at all. Oh. Is this Spider Cave? It is! This is a spider cave! Oh, I have to explore this at some point. Hopefully I find the scarabs. This is a spider cave, which means there might be scarab... Oh my god, hello. Oh. I guess he is a low level. Back over here. Back to my clay tunnel. Ah, oh, this is so peaceful. I forgot how much I like this. Smashing into things, just hearing the breaking sound of gravel. You know, it's a lot nicer than gravel in Minecraft, I will say that. Hate the sound of gravel breaking in Minecraft because it just screams you're gonna die. I probably should block up all this water, but it's not like it's not like Minecraft where it actually really slows you in water. This slows you a little bit, but not too much. Just go this way. When that happens, can I check on how you're doing in Discord? Yeah, you can ask how I'm doing on Discord. You're allowed to ask how I am. I know some people on our Discord were being a bit rude. And I don't mind people asking how I am. I promise. So I ask everyone else how they are, because I actually do genuinely care about how people are. Even if I don't know them, I do want nothing but the best for people. There are very few people who I wish ill will on. And it's usually people who are murderers, rapists, and all that kind of stuff. I don't really... If you've just made me upset, I don't have ill will on people, you know? So yeah, I always ask it with good intentions. And you can always ask. It's not, what's it called, parasocial or anything to ask how someone is. I know some people feel like it's a bit intrusive, but... It's always nice to check up on people. Oh yeah, my mum's coming down. My mum lives in a different state, but she's actually coming down to see me. She's coming down for work. But she said, hey, do you want to meet up? And I'm like, yes. Get to see my mom. My mom's awesome. My mom works for the government, and she's high-powered in the government, Australian government, which is great. But I'm very proud to call her my mum because that's freaking awesome. I can never remember her her job title though. I don't know why. It's one of the things I just keep forgetting, and I feel like it's so disrespectful. But I'm so proud of her either way. But yeah, it means my mum does travel a lot. She actually lives in the Australian capital, which is Canberra, and she comes down to Melbourne quite a lot. Yeah, and for those who are like, don't say where you're from, blah blah blah, personal information. I've said I'm from Melbourne so many times. If someone wanted to stalk me, they wouldn't have to try that hard. I think I've actually said my name too, like my government name. No, I think I've said my government name like 3 or 4 times on streams before. Not on videos. I don't think I've ever said them on videos, but streams I have. And you'd have to scour the streams to find them. But yeah, it's not a huge deal, you know. The other thing is my last name is so generic that good luck. There's probably in Melbourne itself there is probably at least a handful of people with my first and last name, spelt the same way too. Very generic last name. Hey, we could have gone with the my other last names, my other 3 last names, but instead went with the generic one. You know, one thing my parents always, my mum called me my name, but she always wanted to give me the name like Isaac, or like, cause she got my name from the Bible. But yeah, before you ask, there are so many names in the Bible. I'm not like giving it away or anything. But she wanted to call me Isaac, or Isaiah, or Zachary. But yeah, did not end up choosing those. But yeah, she really wanted those. And I'm like, if you really wanted to call me something, why didn't you just call me something? And she never was ever to answer that. She gave me the name that the rest of my family wanted to call me. And I was like, great, thanks. I really don't like the name, but thanks. Yeah, I don't like my name. I don't like my name. I almost changed it. I almost changed it and my last name. But then I realized how many legal documents I'd have to change with it, and I was like, nah, too much effort. And then by the time I was secure in wanting to do it, yeah, it was too late. It's too late. So now I'm stuck with it. The terrible name. the gravel. Clear all the gravel away. I'm just spreading this water out. Great. That's all we need. Lots of water in the way. I mean, it's going to be covered anyway. This water's going to go away as soon as we start covering it again. It's pretty useless water. My mother got my name and middle name by rearranging my great-grandfather's first and middle name. Aww. That's really sweet. Yeah, I wish I had something nice like that, but no. They just opened up the Bible. The Bible. I mean, in saying that, if I went by family names, Llewellyn was one of them. Llewellyn. Family name. Raphael. Cruz. Cruz was another name. I don't know if Cruz is short for anything. I just know I have a cousin named Cruz. And it's C-R-U-Z. Cruz. He doesn't... Oh, no. It's not even like I could ask him. He doesn't speak English. And I don't speak Spanish. Hello, little pig. I'm trying to think. Other names. We have Marie. Of course, female name. But we have Marie. And Naomi. Oh, I think we have a my cousin's name's Jesse too. Jesse, and that's Marie. Oh no, yeah, Marie's son, Jesse. And by the way, it's not short for anything. It's just Jesse. He was very insistent on that. He was a dick. Very Catholic. Very Catholic. Not that there's anything wrong with Catholics. Just them. Them as Catholics. I think if I had a child, I would, like, boy/girl, I'd call the boy, actually no, girl I'd call Gwendolyn, like Gwen, Gwendolyn, and actually, funnily enough, Haley is on my list of female girl names. Haley, Melody, Gwendolyn, and I thought about Harmony, but I don't know. About Harmony? So yeah, Gwendolyn, Harmony, Haley, and Melody. I like how two of them is about music. For guys, Christopher. What's Brett short for? No. Yeah, Christopher, Elliot. Try to remember them. I can't think of the other one. I had 4 names for each one. I can't think of the 2 of the guy ones, to be honest. Apple. Apple, ginger, cinnamon. Oh yeah, Isaac. Well, Isaiah was one of the ones that's family name. I was gonna do Isaac though. Then decided against that one pretty quickly. Oh yeah, there was also Damien and Luigi. And no, it wasn't after like frickin' Mario and Luigi. It's just someone in my family was named Luigi. So don't worry. After the Mario comment, I'm like, I don't want this kid to be picked on. So I won't be choosing Mario or Luigi. The great thing about having an Italian background is that a lot of the Catholically like Bible names are fine. Your family won't complain. Oh, I will say, my family hated that I wanted to do Luigi. I'm not doing dominant Dom though. Definitely not doing Don. I did like the name Gabriel, but my partner's name is Gabriel, so we can't really call our child Gabriel. What, Gabriel Jr.? Angel Gabriel. Nice, I gotta put a strike, because we now have got 6 days. That sound again. Breaking gravel. Ah. Oh. It's such a long process. I know it's going to be worth it, but it is such a long process. I know it's going to be worth it in the end. But right now, I don't know if it feels worth it, but it is peaceful. And I'm one of those people that actually enjoys just mining stuff out and just going ham for about an hour. That's just who I am. I could do this for about 3-4 hours. It's not the most interesting content though. You gotta kind of talk about topics. And once we're done this, we can actually start building! And it'll be great! Once we set up the foundation of the builds! Gonna throw some stones into the water. That one. That one. As they don't want to be rude, but to anyone watching this, and you support, if you're American and you support what ICE is doing to your country, probably not going to find this a safe space for you. I'm sorry. I don't like having to, you know, exclude people. But I'm just saying, you're probably not going to like it here. Damn. Look at all this. Look at all this. I might actually finish this just because I'm not feeling 100% mood-wise, guys. As I said, I woke up late and feeling a bit grumpy. However, we did get a lot done today. We did get a lot done, and I'll probably be in a better mood next time we play Hytale. We will be playing Hytale quite a lot over the next couple of weeks, you know, because Hytale's a big thing, but also I want to get more into Hytale. I'll be asking you guys probably questions about what you want to see in Hytale and what kind of series you do want to see, because obviously we've seen what can happen in Minecraft, so a lot of that stuff can be interpreted into Hytale, including, like, as I said, the choose your own adventures and all that kind of stuff. So if you do want to see any of my series that I have made in Minecraft, if you want to see them in a Hytale version, let me know which ones, because I'm happy to try to make it work. And plus, they're coming out with mods every day, so, you know, eventually they'll come up with a mod that works specifically for whatever you want to try. But as I always say, I want to thank you guys so much for the support so far and everything. It'd be really appreciated if you could like the stream as it pushes us out to the world, the algorithm. Subscribe if you like to see different kind of content than what this is, because we rarely do this as a live stream. Tomorrow, I will be on the Friendly Corner channel, and I'll be streaming Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is a Disney farming game. If you like Disney, or if you like kind of like farming quest kind of games, come check it out. It would be really appreciated if you come say hello. All the support, it really matters. It's really appreciated. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, don't forget spaghetti. And if you would like to check out the other channels, they're actually on the home page of this. So if you click on the channel logo, you'll be sent to the home page. You'll see featured. And the other channels are featured there. We've got the Pokemon channel. We've got the MMO/RPG channel, or MMORPG. We also have the Pokemon channel, which is obviously Pokemon. And we have this channel, Minecraft/Hytale. And finally, the Cozy Craft /Survival channel. Pretty much, if you can make a base in it, it's in that channel. And we've been trying to tackle as many new games as possible. I've been trying to put out as much content as possible because I know myself, I'm a binge watcher. And so I need a lot of content all at once to just binge watch. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that. And I would like to be one of those kinds of people. But it's very hard. So I need your support. I need you to say, good job, and pat on the back or something. I don't know. But thank you so much, guys. I will see you soon. We'll be doing another Hytale stream in 2 days. And probably continue on shelling this out. I'm going to try to get as much done before then. But honestly, this is setting up for a very big project. And I'm super excited about doing this. I'm hoping by the time we get to the project, though, the new update will be out. So we can start to use all the new stuff. Because there's definitely some new things I'm banking on and waiting for. That's why I haven't really continued on with the building part. And I'm doing all the shelling out part. Yeah, I don't desperately need to do the shelling out part beforehand. It would be helpful, but I don't need to. And there is quite a bit of cool stuff added to the updates that are really going to help us out. It's going to make it so streamlined. But either way, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being understanding and everything, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!